Hi guys, welcome back. This week it's the food review. I thought I'd just talk to you about the meals that we had while we're at Disney. I already touched on some of it in the previous video with the review of the holiday, with a couple of things that I might change. The first day we had lunch on the train, so I'm not including that, but I'm only going to talk about the actual Disney meals that we ate. So when we got there, we went straight into the Studios park, and I completely forgot that the buffet restaurant in there shuts at 4. Well, I say forgot, I didn't check the times, and I ought to have. And we tried to get in Chez Remy, but it was fully booked, so we couldn't eat there. So we went over to the other park and we managed to wait for just 20 minutes, I think, maybe 15-20 minutes, to get into Plaza Gardens, which is the buffet restaurant at the top of Main Street on the right hand side. So as you go up, you take the road, sort of like the path around to the right, and it's on the side. And yeah, we waited 15-20 minutes, we got a table. What was included with our package was a quick service breakfast and then either lunch or dinner. At certain restaurants we got half board plus, but with a quick service breakfast included with our trip. So Plaza Gardens buffet restaurant, 2 sides. It's like a Victorian-esque type setup, like with the decor, and there was 2 sides. They served the same thing, so to avoid huge queues, they had the same things on offer on both sides. Very good thinking. They do breakfast buffets, and we waited on the last day. We went there again, and we went at 11. I think it said on the app that it serves breakfast at 11. It said on the app that it serves breakfast until 11, and then from 11 onwards it was lunch. But the woman said 11:30, and we said, look, we're going to come in at 11, because it says it on the app, and I showed her, and she was telling her colleagues, it says on the app 11, but we say 12:30. But anyway, we got in at 11, we went in, and it was fresh. Everything was well cooked. Both times we went, the food was really nice. I recommend having their fish. The first time, I think I had a piece of cod or something. I can't remember what fish it was, but it was so like, what's the word? I'm going to say a word that everyone hates. Moist. I don't mind the word, and I'll use it. It was moist. It was so like, it was like a tender fish, and it just flaked nicely. I'm not a chefy person, I don't know the lingo, but the fish was gorgeous. And then the last day I had the salmon, and it was the same. It was perfectly cooked, well seasoned, it was absolutely gorgeous. So I recommend the fish. They had a wide range of stuff: pizza, pasta, they had like a noodly dish. I'll put some photos, because I did take some photos of my meals. So if I can remember which ones they were, I will put them in. And yeah, even the desserts were gorgeous. They tend to use darker chocolate. I prefer milk, so some of the desserts that had chocolate on put me off a bit, but all in all, Plaza Gardens is a big tick from me. I would go again. My experience in the past, I think we've been to only a couple of buffet restaurants and at Disney, I seem to remember, and they weren't that nice. Well, they weren't, it's not that they weren't nice, like the food is a bit hit and miss. When you've been to buffets, food can be sat for a while, and it's not as, it doesn't taste as fresh, doesn't feel as fresh. But both days We went once the first day when it was quite busy, and you know, everything was fresh, everything was perfect. And obviously second time we went, it weren't that busy, and everything was so good. If you haven't booked and you're wanting to avoid crowds, definitely go at the earlier times if you can, and then you can always have a snack before you leave the park if you're hungry before bedtime or whatever. But I would suggest trying to go earlier rather than later when it gets busier, because it cuts down the wait times. You know, it's just easy for you. And I'll just say that Plaza Gardens is all you can eat buffet, so you can go up as many times as you want, as many plates. So yeah, you can have your fill. Saturday, which was our second day, we had lunch at the castle, the Auberge de Cendrillon. I forgot how to pronounce it in French, but it's Cinderella's table basically. And I had lunch with the princesses. The food there, honestly, I paid £60. I took Rebecca for her birthday, and I paid £60 each for us to eat there. Honestly, the food's worth it. It was a set menu, and we got a free cocktail with at the start, and a cheesy amuse-bouche, I think. Amuse-bouche, I don't know what it is. If I can remember, it's like a cheese puff kind of thing. And then I ordered pumpkin soup, which came with like a puff pastry topping. I'd never tried pumpkin soup until then, and it was stunning. I could have eaten, you know, a vat full of it. It was just so nice. And the pastry, genius idea. Don't have croutons, have pastry with your soup. Honestly, so good. Then I had fish with asparagus. I think it came with potatoes or something. Oh, it was gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. The presentation of everything is just spectacular. And then for dessert, I had Cinderella's dessert, which was like a cushion, which was a cake and a white chocolate glass slipper on it, and it was stunning. I couldn't eat it. I was full. I was absolutely stuffed by the end of it. I just couldn't eat it. But the cake, it was like a vanilla-y nougat type cake, with the cushion was like a red sprinkling kind of thing. It was just gorgeous. So I highly recommend those choices. I can't really remember what Rebecca had, but I know that she liked it. I know that it was good food, very good food. And then on the top of that, we had the princesses walking around. I got to take pictures with them, relive my childhood. I've always wanted to eat there, and I think it's a magical experience even as an adult. And you know what, I can't wait to have a daughter and to take her there, and have the food again, because it's just stunning, absolutely stunning. So we had a pretty big lunch that day, and we decided to go back to the hotel early, and we ate in the bar. We had, I think Rebecca had chicken wings, I think, or we ordered chicken wings between us, and I ordered a sandwich, like a pesto sandwich, and I'm not a massive pesto fan, and I think it was a mistake for me. I think the food we were staying at the Sequoia Lodge, and I think I'd have had a better time if we went to like the buffet downstairs or something, because it just, I don't know, it wasn't as nice as I thought it might have been. But hey ho, you know, you live and you learn, and Yeah, it was okay. Everything came with crisps. No chips, crisps. So just to warn you, if it says chips, it's not fries, it's crisps. Just to forewarn you. The penultimate night, the Sunday night, we ate at the... Gosh, what was it? It was the buffet inside the hotel. And again, just like the Plaza Gardens one, everything was fresh. Delicious food. There was, I think the one in Plaza Gardens was more like continentally type. I think from what I remember, there was a bit more variety, I think, in terms of where the food was from. I can't really remember, but it was all nice. There was a mixture of stuff, and there was soups again that you could have, and it just, yeah, it was really nice. I couldn't fault it. I'd have eaten there every night, you know. It was good. Good service as well, really nice service, nice people, and we didn't book that either, and we went around 7 o'clock, so it wasn't exactly early when we went. It was proper tea time, and then we went into the park afterwards, so we were going in later. We'd had a break during the day. We went to the Coco restaurant. It's got a huge statue of Dante the dog outside, and it's actually La Fuente de Oro, the Fountain of Gold, and it's just opposite the Big Thunder Mountain, like the fast pass queue. It's just in front of there, and honestly, it's a Mexican restaurant. I really enjoyed my burrito. It was covered in cheese, and the cheese wasn't, I think it was nice cheese, but it wasn't like stunning cheese, but the inside was gorgeous, and it came with a like Mexican rice, and that was stunning as well, and then we had churros to finish, and yeah, it was so nice. It smells divine if you're walking around there. We smelt it on the first day, I think, and we just were desperate to eat there. So we ate there on the last day for lunch. Sorry, the second to last day, our last full day there, and we had lunch there. And then on the last day, we went to Plaza Gardens, as I said earlier, at 11 o'clock. And I think we got a snack maybe on the train. No, we ate when we got to St Pancras on the way home. So we had quite a big lunch to make sure that it would last us until we got home, really, because the choice on the Eurostar isn't that great when you go standard class. You get a proper meal when you go like the higher classes, but in standard class economy, you don't get that much. You just get the normal dining carts with sandwiches. We had a couple of snacks while we were there, ice creams, and we got churros on the way home on the first day. I completely forgot that they do churros there. They're not as good as the ones in America. I think the Americans do churros better, but they were still nice. The food is good. If you want to know anything specific about the different types of restaurants that they have there, please leave a comment, let me know any questions you have. If there's anything specific you want to know, let me know, put them in the comments. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you next time for more Disney madness. Bye.